We are here, live, direct. It's 2021, and finally we're at Brew London. Everybody give me a yell! Yay! Yes, see, we're on the way now. So I'm on one, Carl's on one. You on your second, Steve?
This is a fruity little number.
We're on fruity little number 5. That is 5 fruity little numbers, which is more of a message to me and Carl when we do the editing to see how many fruity little numbers by the end of the day. Right, more beer.
Here we are at Brew London, Printworks in Surrey Quays. We're here till 5 o'clock. We've had 2/3 already. We're off to find some more beer.
So Steve, you just had your first Beyond Meat sample burger. What are your thoughts?
Really good. You know, there's so much good plant-based food these days. I'm not sure whether this is plant-based or whether it's grown in a laboratory, but it's a good burger. I'll definitely have it again.
So here we go, Mark. You've just been to Beyond Meat, I should say, and you've got yourself a full sample. So now I'm interested what you think of it. He's pacing up and down. He's looking at it. The challenge has been extended. He reaches for the burger. He reaches for the half burger. He's peering inside. He's going for it. A hush. He's gone in. He's gone in. He's chomping. He's put it down. The reaction shot. Mark, what do you think?
All right. What you've done now is interviewed an athlete, I know, right after they've done the 100-metre run. They go, it was a good run. Everyone was brilliant. In all fairness, I don't know if it's been slightly overtaken by the flavour of the tomato in the thing, of the sauce. But the meat itself, it's actually got a texture where it doesn't feel like that soya stuff. It's actually got that nice physical bite into it, which is what's sometimes missing from a burger. So, yeah, you know what? Fine, we'll get rid of that. We'll come back to that. Let's go full-on burger. That's none too shabby.
You just spat all over my microphone. Oh, I've got bits on my microphone.
As the actress said to the bishop. So it is 1 o'clock. We've been here for about an hour and a half, and I finally have my first free swag. Thank you to our athletic brewing company. And I've got to say, it's not just because the lady happened to be particularly chatting, somewhat attractive. Not that we're all easily influenced or under the influence. Anyways, it wasn't actually too bad, but it's messed with my whole system because having a non-alcoholic beer, my body's going, what? Why did you drive the 6 hours to get here to drink non-alcoholic beer? But this year, this is the only freebie I'm getting so far because they all want to charge for them. So I'm hoping as the night goes on and they think about not wanting to take the stock home or the bags back home, we might stand a chance of blagging some more stuff.
10-minute wait for the food.
Oh, not too bad, not too bad. But there's one there now. There's one there now, you could just take it. Okay, Steve, you bought, what was it, some pulled pork thing?
Buffalo Trace pulled pork burger. This is pulled pork with Buffalo Trace whiskey barbecue sauce.
Yeah, but is it any bloody good?
No idea.
And what's your opinion, sir?
It's food.
I love Buffalo Trace whiskey though, it's lovely. Don't you just hate it when someone shoves the microphone in your face when you're eating?
Yeah.
Okay, Mark, what have you gone and bought? What have you gone and bought, Mark?
This is the sad truth of food at a beer festival. That is 2 tacos that cost me £7 for what looks like a bit of a fish finger, and if we poke around, 2 prawns. This is a rare moment where I'm actually lost for words. However, okay, right, let's do the shot where I'm eating the food. It tastes like a posh fish finger. That is literally, I'm sure it's more than that, but it's a little bit burnt, but you can understand that because obviously they're flying through it. And obviously what you're going to expect, you know, at a festival like this, but considering you don't want to load up too much, I'm going to hate to say this, and it does pain me, but that vegetarian plant-based thing we went to a while ago, if they'd done a full burger, I think I would have gone for that. Cut. Hi guys.
How you doing?
Can I have, what would you recommend? Have you got anything that's a nice fruity on the nose sort of taste?
Oh, we've got a beautiful pale ale.
What makes it beautiful?
It's a Damer. It's got a refreshing palate. It's just been brewed by a head brewer back in Cornwall.
If it was beautiful, tell me what it would be doing. Would it be wearing a floral dress? Tell me the look if it was beautiful. What would you class that beer as if it was a woman coming up to this bar?
Oh, yeah. It'd be wearing some board shorts, some flip-flops, and it would be like, you know, that beach blonde hair that's just grown out. Salty.
I am noticing that you are looking at all the thin women on the TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on. So, again, if this was beautiful to you, what would you class it as?
To be perfectly honest, I don't think I'll go too much with that, but as you said, I'll stay away from the swimmers and the beach bodies. I'll go straight to it.
So there we have it. We are at the Harbour Bar getting a beautiful Aussie in some board shorts.
Hello.
Hi, how's it going?
It's going well, thank you. What brings you here today?
My friend has a press pass and she invited us along with us, and we're just having loads of beer and having fun.
A press pass, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully she'll write about it and not be too drunk to forget everything.
Sometimes it's better to forget at these events.
Maybe, but there's some really delicious kind of beer going around, so it's all good.
Thank you very much.
So we're here at Brew Ldn 2021, and we've just been doing a bit about, because Carl is a bit mullered after the 8.4%, Steve is still holding strong, but as we were doing our bits of video, we bumped into these 2 gentlemen who've come here to steal ideas. Tell us, where and when is your beer festival going to be?
Our beer festival will be, the next one is now going to be in April 2022, because obviously we got pushed out from this year. We do one every April. It's an independent beer festival in Overton, Hampshire. We have about 25 beers on, but we try to take them from all over the UK. So we've come to find interesting beers from perhaps smaller breweries, so craft ales. Try and find a good range of beers. We've got a lot of good beer drinkers in the area, and people travel from a long way to come to the beer fest. So we've run the beer fest for 4 years now, and it's going really, really well. And so, you know, we hope to get some great beers from here and stack them up ready for the next one.
Well, myself, I've travelled 6 hours to be here. I come from West Wales because the beer festival market is obviously taking a bit of a downturn in COVID.
Yeah.
But what would you say is, you know, obviously look at all the branding, you're looking at all like you know how effort is. What has been one of your sort of standout sort of craft brews from this festival so far?
Well, I think it really comes down to personal taste, but we've been hitting some of the imperial stouts from various manufacturers and brewers, and they've been really outstanding. We just found one that Vocation, they actually have an imperial honeycomb stout, and they're actually making that into a slushy as well. And that's a real twist on it for the new market. So really, anything is open to interest, really.
It has been interesting to see when you look around, there is no set demographic, is there? It's just been everyone's just been coming out, trying a lot of things, and then so been a lot of people here that you wouldn't necessarily to see, because you sort of think about the camera people and they've got that perception about them, isn't it? So before we wrap up, tell us where and when can we find out about your beer festival?
overtonbeerfestival.co.uk. Check out the website, we'll have all the details on. But you're absolutely right about the demographic. It's getting, the perception here is that it's a lot younger than maybe it was at one point. Obviously they're all into craft ales. I think the stretching it into other things like the fizzes here as well. So it's spreading the demographic a bit, the appeal's going a bit wider, and that's what we try and do with ours as well. We call it the Firkins and Fizz Festival. So we have real ales for the real ale fans, and the fizzes and cocktails for those who prefer that. So we're getting a really good appeal for it.
Awesome. And final word to your good self.
Well, it's interesting, as Mark was saying, it's really interesting to see how the demographics change. More ladies coming in, trying different beers, trying the sours, trying every sort of product that's on the market. And let's face it, if you like beer and you like decent drink and you like it to enjoy yourself, that's got to be the way to go.
Well, how do you end the interview, Les? Guys, thank you very much. Don't forget to like, follow, share, subscribe to the Mucking 4 show. That's where we're from. We're just doing a load of YouTube shorts. So we'll get you Instagram shortly.
Fantastic. Thank you, man.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
What's that, Steve?
Mixed berry is sorrel sour.
Caribbean sorrel, so like much more similar to hibiscus rather than like the green plant you get in like soups or that, you know? There you go.
So Steve, how is a slush puppy? What is it? IPA? What did you get?
It's kind of more of a sour almost beer, but it's hibiscus, Caribbean flavours, all in a slushy sort of format. Very nice. I love it.
So you've both gone for slush puppy-esque types of drinks. Mark, what have you gone for?
I have no idea what just happened. I wanted a beer and I've got a Mr. Whippy.
There's something seriously wrong with us. Steve's chugging it down.
Yeah, I'm really loving it. It's super refreshing. You know, beer doesn't have to be liquid, it can be slushy.
Yeah, but you two just knackered yourself up on like 8.4% nippers. Oh God, I'm gonna need to wash this glass, bloody hell. But Carl has still not broken the seal.
Because I am a monster. And Steve has gone for a very decorative motif. So we're into the last hour now of this beer festival, and my microphone is soaked in lager, but I broke the till. I can see Mark walking around there in the distance. I think it's Mark anyway, I'm not sure. Steve's gone off to buy himself another brew or something or other. Not sure where he is, but in about an hour's time, which is under 45 minutes time, they're going to start kicking us out, and we're going to have to head back into London and find another pub to frequent for the rest of the evening, but I think Steve's going to leave us, and then I'm going to take Mark to the German bar at Liverpool Street, which should be quite interesting. And I'm not very, very drunk, but I can feel myself definitely edging that way at the moment. But yep, it was a great day here down in Brew London, and good fun.
We're here live, London, Brew London 2021. It has taken us 2 years to get to this point where we can have all of this. Thousands of people just getting absolutely bladdered. And speaking of getting bladdered, our very own Mr. Carl Mannon behind the camera here has finally broken the seal, people. Yes, he was here from the start. We met up on the train at 10:30, and at the ripe old time, of about, well, I don't know, 3:45, he finally went to the bathroom. And because someone is on their phone, let's be entirely inappropriate. Steve, what 3 words would you use to describe today?
Busy, fantastic, last word, no, mental.
It has been. Oh, dude, right. So, who are you and where are you from?
My name's John and I am from Lichfield. What is this?
That is a phone with a camera on it. It's got
Okay,
a
and who
camera
are you?
phone. My name's Mark and I'm from Wales. I'm 44, I'm an Aries and I'm a borderline alcoholic. Come on, give us a flex.